Let's talk about Despertando in Medellín by Kathryn Lane. It's the first novel that I read in Espanol, and so that's really fun. Synopsis: Nikki is a single woman in her 30s who is still grieving the loss of a loved one. She travels from Minneapolis to Medellín to investigate after anonymous allegations of fraudulent activity at a growing steel company were made. In addition to her investigation, she does some sightseeing and falls in love. Her investigation brings danger to her when she finds evidence of cover-ups, fraudulent activity, and potentially murder. And she is forced to choose between going back to the U.S. for safety and staying in Medellín to finish her investigation. This book has mystery, romance, action, adventure. This book has a lot. It's like you see this movie and they're like, how can we, let's connect, let's put all these elements in a movie, and then they made a book out of it. That's what it feels like. Positive. She's a good writer, very descriptive. Flowers in the hotel lobby, walking around the city, hiking, sightseeing, aromas, building and traffic. And then there are action scenes, of course. There is a lot. And so the description, just feeling like you're there in Medellín and is it Cartagena or Cartagena? I never did look it up, so I don't know. But they go to a castle there. It's fun. I like the whole setting and the vibe. Locations, pieces of history here and there. Negatives, lots of unrealistic things. I mean, when she just was like falling in love with this guy, I was like, okay, it was a bit corny sometimes. Also, she comes across some evidence. She just is doing her investigations, and then she just happens to have a meal with someone, and then happens to get some information, and then something happens. So it's like, okay, that's like really quickly you stumble upon some incriminating information, just stuff like that. And then some of the characters lack depth, like, you know how some people are just straight good the whole time or just straight bad the whole time. That's like in a lot of books, but I noticed it in this one. I was just like, okay, some of the characters I would have liked more depth. That is just my opinion. There's a more in-depth synopsis that I wrote on my website, mayhemmillie.wordpress.com. It has spoilers in it. I might leave it up on the website. I might take it down. I don't know. I mean, you read the spoilers if you want. I wrote in-depth synopsis. Spoilers. So if you don't want to read spoilers, don't read that part. I would recommend this book. I would read this book again. And I might read this book again because it was my first book in Spanish. So that actually is really fun. And she has other books that I've read the descriptions, and I was like, oh, I wish this were in Spanish because I strictly read in Spanish right now. So I wish she had more books, Kathryn Lane, in Spanish.